Good morning, guys. It's an American Girl Mom here. I'm doing the first ever Dollhouse Tour. It's the early morning hours. It's very cold out here. So let's get started. So first of all, we're out here in the shed. We have a very small heater. It does not get very warm. This is kind of my storage area on this one wall. Windows that I can't block. Down here we have Blair's Restaurant, which I love the pergola, but at the same time, I don't find a lot of use out of it. Here in the back, I have tucked away the little My Life pizza set is back there. There's a few miscellaneous accessories that have fallen down. This down here is going to be the new skate park. You can see that I'm going to put down some fake concrete and really kind of deck it out. I just haven't gotten that far yet, but it has its own space. This is the Snowflake Room. This is the room that Marie Grace and Ayla Doll share. This is Grace's Star Wars room. You can see her Star Wars bedding. She just recently got bunk beds, so another doll will be coming in here. I don't know which doll yet, but you can see all of her little accessories. This room is new for 2020, late 2020, early 2021. It is the candy store. It's not 100% done yet. I would like to get some more things done right above it. Maybe a nice sign hanging down. So there's still some work to be done here. Next we have the science room. I don't use this room a lot except for when I'm filming Star Adventures, which if you haven't seen it yet is my American Girl comic book. You can go to my blog site and check it out. The link's at the bottom. Also, a new thing this year is that I moved the winter chalet up here. It is going to be a place where I deck it out for Christmas, and this will be where Santa sits at Christmas time. I really didn't know what else to do with this piece. It's a very small piece, in my opinion, but very heavy, very nicely built. Just too small to put a doll in to sleep. Really, there's just a room for a chair, and that's it. So it kind of leans itself to Santa. The next room on the Dollhouse Tour is completely and utterly under construction. This is going to be the cafe. Again, if you go to my blog site, you can see what the cafe used to look like. Now it's getting a 100% makeover, and I really haven't even started on it yet. Welcome to the bridge that I use for Star Adventures. You can see I've kind of just put together some random recycled pieces. I made the desks out of foam, the backgrounds out of foam. Anytime I find interesting little shapes, I kind of put them here. Down below that we have the classroom. This is a new piece this year. I have not finished the ceiling down here, but you can see this was such a big piece I had to find its own space for it. But I think it turned out nice. I have a little area for lockers and the kids to have their storage. I would like to get a couple more desks. There's only the one desk in here, and right now the teacher's chair is being used on another project, but it'll look real cute when I'm all done with it. Next we have the beach and pool area. You can see I have little pool chairs chucked back there. There's the pool, a little lemonade stand in the background, little area to sit on the beach. And then we have the Our Generation beach house. And that's where I parked the bike. Little surfboard over there. Next we have Altani's room. Her room is very small and tucked back here. I have a couple of lights, which seems to work out really well for such a small room. But you can see that she's into horses. And this is just her tiny little room. Next is the Disney room. I just recently added these triple bunks in here so that I can have more dolls in this particular room. Then we have the living room next to it. I've just cut out a lot of little pictures out of magazines and things like that to put up on the walls. Down here at the bottom we have the camping area. I just got Lainey's camper and it very much barely fits right into this space, but I can kind of open the other door, so I think it'll work out there perfectly. The pop-out tent back there, the OG camper here, and I have a tent sitting here, but I'm tripping over it, so it's going to move soon. I recently put a luggage rack on the camper for the canoe, and I'll be putting the tent up there. I think I'll just roll it up and put it under there. Next we have my beloved kitchen dining room area. I just put in the new tile this week, so I'm very excited about that. A heads up for people looking for tile, I went to Lowe's and I found some that was a good size for the dollhouse. They had a whole stack of them, and one of the managers told me that if I took all of them, I could have them for $1 a piece. So that was a great find. I, of course, bought all of them. There's my fireplace. I made that out of foam and rocks from Dollar Tree. This tile that you see on the wall is something I'm kind of thinking about for this room. It's not actually attached. I got this also at Lowe's at the same time I got the flooring. It's not smooth enough to be flooring, so it has to go on walls. But I'm kind of thinking between this wall and maybe putting it in the cafe. I haven't decided yet. This is Adeline and River's room. You can see that River kind of has on her side more of this nature feel to it. And Adeline is more into the bees, so she's got a lot of bee stuff around the room. This is the craft / sewing room. I really wish I had a sign that said, sorry about the mess. I have a bunch of stuff just kind of piled up in here at the moment. It's a very small room, but I have a couple of other little pieces of furniture I plan on putting in here in the future. So down here we have kind of two parts. This over here is the barn area. I have our generation barn for the horses, and I have another little barn here that has a few of the other animals kind of scattered in there. I really want a chicken coop. I don't have a chicken coop at the moment, so this is it for now. And then next to that, I have put the lake for the boat. I just made this lake out of marble. This is not the lake that's going to stay here. My husband is going to pour me a resin lake, so we'll see how that turns out. Another one of my beloved rooms is the bathroom. I can't believe that more doll companies, 18-inch doll makers, don't make toilets. So I have the My Life one in here, and the My Life shower. I'm going to repaint that at some point. I don't care for the blue. We have an Our Generation bathtub, and just some little things scattered throughout. Next up on the tour is the laundry room, and I apologize for so incredibly much laundry. And kind of have tools scattered in there. It's a very small room. You can see I have a sign that I haven't hung up yet. I actually have a few signs I haven't hung up yet, but I wanted to paint this room. Right now the walls are done in wrapping paper, and that looked cute for like the first day, and I don't like it anymore, so that's got to go. Back here I have, this is going to end up being Jin and Maylin's bedroom. They're going to share a bedroom. And I have done almost nothing in here yet. I have a few walls that don't match anything, flooring that's really pink. So this room's going to get a complete makeover. I just haven't gotten that far yet. Here we have the diner. I'm going to be featuring this a lot in 2021 if I get it done on time. But it's getting a complete makeover. I don't like the pink flooring. I don't like any of the colors. I have big plans for this room. Next we have Ember's Gothic room. I was going with kind of a Nightmare Before Christmas. Anything black in this room. She shares this room with Shinobu, and Shinobu likes pink and Care Bears, so they kind of fight over who gets what space. You can see that Ember mostly wins on that. On top of the shelf over here, we have the Our Generation little clubhouse. It's 2 stories tall. It is a great size. It has adorable little steps. And up here, I have made it into the arcade. And they even have a little area for snacks, and this will later be like a prize counter. I'm going to hang some prizes from it. And then downstairs from that, we have James's bedroom. You can see his little Tetris shelf that I have in there. He's got a little TV. All of his video game systems are hooked up. His gaming chair. I have another shelf here, this Mario shelf, that hasn't been hung yet, but it's going on the back wall. And he's got his little pull-out sofa bed. This section down here used to be the cabin room. You can kind of tell by the background. That's all coming out. It's going to be painted. And the new tile that's sitting here is going to be going on the floor, at least in the kitchen and dining room area. But I wanted to go for like little apartment. This is going to be Gretchen and Earl's apartment. And that's their bed there. And I have a lot of plans to hang stuff on the walls, and it's mostly going to be white and gray. But for right now, like most of the rooms, it's kind of under construction. Down here we have our food truck parking area. You can see the little hot dog vendor cart. There is our fruit and vegetables stand back there, so all of the food trucks can get fresh produce. We have an ice cream truck. We have our vegan food truck. One of my absolute favorite places in the dollhouse is the front door that my husband made me for our anniversary. You can see we went with kind of a log cabin feel to it. And the sad part is it's still decorated for Halloween. I don't know if I'm going to take it down or if this will just be this year's Halloween decoration. It's hard to say. I wanted to do it for Christmas, but I had so many other projects going on. This is the twins' room. This is Ashlyn and Aspen's room. I haven't done a lot in here yet. I'm kind of still moving their stuff in. I just wanted everything to match. So this will be all decked out, and I'm going to do the walls and stuff. I haven't got to that yet. Then we have Rowans Room. She likes very fancy stuff, so she's got a lot of silvers and golds in her room. She enjoys traveling, so you'll see like her passport and some maps and some pictures of places she's been and things like that. Down here we have Octavia's room. She shares it with Meadow. And she has a lot of her science stuff in here. I love that it fits a little desk inside. I love all the shelves. I just wish it wasn't so tall. This is a My Life brand bed. And last, but certainly not least, on this tour we have Leahs Hut. I just recently got this. It did not come with the hammocks. I have made 2 of them that I haven't attached yet, but they're on top there. And I've just put a few pieces of furniture in it. I got it for a steal, so I was very excited about that, but it only came with her oven. So everything else I kind of had to add in there. And that's it, guys. That is the Dollhouse Tour 2021. I know there's a lot of rooms that are under construction, and we're going to be seeing updates on that throughout the year. It's just really hard for me to get out here in the wintertime. You can see that there's no dolls at all in any of these pictures. That's because they're all inside staying warm. And you can also see that I've tried to use every inch of available space. Every time a new set comes out, I think to myself, oh my goodness, I have to completely start over and move things around. And that's kind of why everything is always under construction. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like and subscribe. See you guys later.